All right, fellas, what is happening? In honor of spring training starting, I believe on the 22nd, or it might be the 23rd, I don't know. One of those 2 days. It's sometime next week. We are going to be ranking NFL teams. Fuck, I'm stupid. MLB teams. Holy moly. It's been a long day, fellas. It's been a long week. Let's put it that way. But yeah, we have different categories here. Would get married to, best friends, pretty nice. No real feelings on, kind of icky, and makes me want to vomit. So let's get right into this video. Make sure you stay tuned to the very end because who knows, I might rank your team last. And if I do that, I'm sincerely apologetic. But if you want my opinions on your teams, make sure you stay tuned. This video will probably be broken up into two separate halves, so I'll do like a part 1 and part 2 just because it'll be too long if I do all 30 MLB teams. Or is it 30 or 32? I don't know. Somewhere in there. But yeah, here we go, baby. Let's go. All right, fellas, we're starting off with the dreaded Yankees. It's just automatically. If you're not a Yankees fan, you just want to vomit. You hate the Yankees, okay? I don't care if you're a Red Sox fan or a fucking Giants fan or a fucking, I don't know, A's fan somewhere out west. If you are not a Yankees fan and you are the Yankees, well, I don't know because I have another team that would make me want to vomit. I'm still going to put them there, but I'll put the other team that makes me want to vomit first. But yeah, guys, the Yankees, fuck the Yankees. The Angels. I remember when they were in Anaheim. I almost just said Anaheim Angels, but it's the Los Angeles Angels. I feel like I don't really have any feelings on it. I mean, I'm going to put in pretty nice just because I like Trout. I liked when Ohtani was there. Their pitching rotation, it's so weird, guys. Let me know what you guys think on the Angels because they could never figure it out when they had the two best players in the world literally play for their team. I think it was starting pitching, obviously, or in their bullpen, too. They didn't really have the depth. But, I mean, listen, they had the best two players in the MLB on their team, and they just could not figure it out. And I wonder, man, if Trout messed up signing like that 14-year deal or whatever he signed. He got paid, but still, that's a long-ass time to play for one team. And for them to be so terrible, I don't know, man. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, no real feelings, but they're pretty nice. I like Trout, so that's the only reason why I'm putting the Angels. I also like Anthony Rendon. I hope he comes back this year and has a good year, so we're putting them in pretty nice. All right, the Phillies. This is going to be a hot take. I don't know. I want to put them in best friends. I'm not a Phillies fan. I hate everything Philly. But I feel like that team in October, man, when they come around, Red October, it is so fun to watch. Like Schwarber, Harper, who else? Castellanos. Like Castellanos with this kid is so fun to watch. Zach Wheeler, Austin Nola, or Aaron Nola, one of the two. These guys are just so fun to watch. That's why I'm going to put him in best friends. And especially that crowd, man. When Harper hit that walk-off bomb a couple years ago, and even this past year when Castellanos went off and JT Realmuto went off, it's fun to watch that team prosper. Especially, I'd say it's mainly credited to the fan base. Watching Citizens Bank Park just absolutely go nuts is on another level. So I'm going to put them in best friends. I would definitely not get married to. It pains me to put the Phillies as best friends, but that's where they're going to go for now. The Orioles, we're also going to put them in pretty nice. I feel like they've done their time being so shit at the past 10 years that they're kind of due. They have a really young team this year led by Adley Rutschman. And look for them to have a good year, man. I'm really hopeful on them. And they signed a few key pitching prospects. I think they got Corbin Burns, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they're going to have a really good team. Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman. Who else is on their team? What's the fucking guy? Cedric Mullins in center field. They're going to have a solid team this year. Look for them to win the AL East too. But yeah, I think they're pretty nice. They're definitely the least hated team, I'd say, in the AL East, in my opinion. Boston. I kind of grew up a Boston fan. I really like David Ortiz is my favorite player growing up, so I feel like I have to put them in best friends. I don't know if I get married to him. Man, I honestly don't know what team I get married to out of all these teams, to be honest. I'm trying to think if there's one. Okay, maybe one. I take it back. But, yeah, I'm going to put Boston in best friends. The 2004, listen, if you guys ever played MVP baseball, 2005, that was my shit back in the day. And I was always the 2004 Boston Red Sox. Manny Ramirez, Johnny Damon, David Ortiz, fucking Jason Varitek, Trot Nixon. I could literally just go name the entire team. But yeah, we're putting them in best friends. The Braves, I'm gonna put them in kind of icky. I'm not really much of a fan of. I mean, I like Acuna, but I'm not really much of a fan of their team. They're just always so good every year, and it kind of pisses me off. And one of my buddies is a Braves fan, which honestly pisses me off even more. So I feel like what we have ties to and what we have to hear as like our friends is kind of what dictates how we feel about any team, really. But yeah, we're putting the Braves in the kind of icky category. The Nats. I like the Nats. I grew up kind of near the DC area, so I grew up watching a lot of Nats baseball. I'm going to put them in best friends. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be really nice. I'm going to put them in Would Get Married To. When they had Harper, Soto, Zimmerman, Anthony Rendon, who else? Strasburg, Scherzer. Fuck, who else did they have? That's Jason Worth. Watching Jason Worth was so much fun. I've been to that ballpark too. That ballpark's really, really nice. It's just an all-around good vibe. I like the I don't really like the DC area, but I like where this ballpark's located. I like the ballpark itself. They have that little area in center field where it's like a restaurant, and you can go sit down below, like in center field, and that's like part of the restaurant, and you can get waited on while you're watching the game. It's pretty sick. But yeah, I get married to the Nationals. Fuck yeah. The D-backs, I don't really have any feelings on. We're gonna put them there. I mean, they made a World Series run this past year with Corbin Carroll, but I mean, I don't really know too much about them. I don't really have any feelings on them. One of my buddies is a D-backs fan, and he's not annoying about it, so fuck it. We're just gonna put them in the no real feelings on. I mean, back in the day, I don't really like their logo now, but back in the day when they were like the fucking teal and black and white, that was pretty sick. But yeah, no real feelings on. That's where the D-backs are going. Tampa Bay. The AL East is so tough, man. I want to put in kind of icky. I'm just going to put no real feelings on either. I mean, who do they have? They have the fucking weird-ass Wander Franco who, go figure, I buy like every single one of his cards and he just gets popped for being up to no good, like getting with minors or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, we're putting them in no real feelings. I don't really care about them too much. It seems like I really like their coach, though. Who's their coach? I forget. Okay, it's Kevin Cash. Kevin Cash has done a really good job with the Rays, and I mean, he's kind of made something out of nothing. Like they didn't really have that great of pitching. They didn't really have that great of hitting, but he made like certain guys the way they are, and their farm system is widely considered one of the best in the MLB. So we're gonna put them no real feelings on. I don't really care too much. I feel like they don't really bother anybody. They're in a good location. If anything, they could just upgrade their dome, right? Their dome kind of sucks. All right, we're going to put the Marlins in pretty nice. Actually, no, we're going to put them in no real feelings on, too. I just don't really have any feelings on the Marlins. I mean, they don't really bother anybody down in Miami. They're pretty terrible every year. It seems like every single good player they have, they just trade away. Like, look at Yelich, look at Stanton, look at Arise. It just seemed... And didn't Soler play for the Marlins too? Like, it seems like all their talent, they're like a farm team. They're like a major league farm team for every single other team in the league. It's kind of funny, but yeah, we're gonna put them in no real feelings on. I feel like they don't really bother too many people down there in Miami. They're too far south. All right, the Giants. We're gonna put them in kind of icky. I didn't really like them back in I like Tim Lincecum, okay, but I didn't really like them back in 2008 to 2013 when they went on their just crazy streak. They were kind of like the Braves, where they just were so good for so long, and now they're not too great. They're kind of up and coming now, but yeah, that's kind of that's like the era I grew up, like the 2008, 2013. That's when I really got into baseball, and I just remember hearing so much about the Giants and how they were going to the World Series every year, playing the fucking Royals. But yeah, we're going to put the Giants there. No real feelings on them. The Cardinals. I like the Cardinals. I have a lot of respect for that organization. You look at that organization, they do everything like to a T. Everyone is always wearing the same uniform. They're always wearing the same shoes. No one is really off. They don't have really any... They have like a very structured routine and a very structured system, and that's from top to bottom. And you see they've been one of the most winningest teams as a franchise since being open. So I like the Cardinals. I like Pujols a lot, and I liked I like Jack Flaherty a lot too. Obviously, he doesn't play for them anymore, but I also like Molina too. That combo with Molina and Waino, unmatched. One of the best combos in all of sports. Like best duos, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I like the Cardinals. We're going to put them in pretty nice. I mean, not really any feelings on them, but I thought they were going to be so much better than they were last year because they had like Arenado, they had Paul Goldschmidt, and I think look for them to have a rebound year. I think that could be in order. All right, the New York Mets. This one's tough because I feel like they're also kind of a hit or miss kind of team, but I do like Pete Alonso. I'm going to put them in pretty nice just because of Pete Alonso. I like how he hits bombs. He rakes. He's either like a strikeout or he's hitting it 450 feet dead center. But yeah, the New York Mets, I mean, they had Verlander for a while. They had Scherzer for a while. They had the Dark Knight for a while, which is pretty cool. But yeah, honestly, no real feelings on this team either, but we're going to put them in pretty nice just because, like, all these teams in pretty nice have players I like. Like, I like Rushman, I like Mike Trout, I like Paul Goldschmidt and Molina and Waino, and I also like Pete Alonso, so that's where we're putting them for now. The Oakland, well, not Oakland anymore, the Las Vegas, I think it's the Las Vegas A's now, or is it still Oakland? I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments, but the A's, the Athletics, we're going to put them in, you know what, I'm going to put them in pretty nice because they have been so bad for such a long time that they just boost the rest of the league. If your team goes to play the A's, it's an automatic sweep, right? Sorry if that offends anyone, but it's true. We're putting them in best friends. They're our best friend right now, so that's the only reason as to why. The Milwaukee Brewers. All right, hear me out. Hear me out, fellas. Hear me out. I went to a Pirates game in Pittsburgh, and the Brewers were playing. I think the game went to extra innings or something like that, and Carlos Santana for the Pirates hit. I needed like a certain over-under to hit, and I needed the Pirates to win. And I think it was at like, I think I needed like 2 or 3 runs or something like that. I think I needed 2 runs, and there was Carlos Santana hit a walk-off for the Pirates, hit a walk-off 3-run home run to hit the over, and it boosted the Pirates to win, and I won like $350. And obviously, like, everyone in the stadium is just going crazy because Carlos Santana just hit a walk-off home run. Well, I'm going crazy for that, and because I just won like $350. And that was because Josh Hader, or somebody of the Brewers, just threw a meatball right down the middle, and Carlos Santana hit it in the fucking Allegheny. And that was sick. We were on the first base side. We saw it go. I wonder if I can pull up a video of this. If I can, I'm going to put it right here, right now, of the pitch, of the hit, and you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Santana cranks one, deep right, it is gone! A blast into the Allegheny, and the Pirates come back to win it. Wow, Carlos Santana's 37 years old and just spun around a fastball like it was nothing.
But yeah, that was a pretty sick moment in time. I really like them for that. And the Pirates, we're also going to put them just for the reason I stated. They won me $350. That's the only reason why. All right, if you guys enjoyed that sort of video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to get to a part 2 here shortly just because I have some other teams that haven't been ranked. And maybe you like the Guardians and you want to rank them, or maybe you like the Rangers and you want me to rank them. We're not forgetting about anybody. We're including everybody. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you hate this sort of video, leave a thumbs down. I love the negative feedback, baby. Let's go. See you in the next one. Peace.